how to create your basic business plan for your scarf business. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Tara. In case you're new here, I have a growing business here in Ghana called Ladies and Scarves, and the core of my business is scarves. But firstly, in today's video, I want to say thank you. Thanks to all my subscribers. Thanks for your comments. Thanks for your views on my video. I have over 4,000 subscribers now, and it's still kind of surreal because I could remember when I was so excited to have 100, and some of you have been with me since then. Thank you. Thank you all so much for listening to whatever I have to say, for your comments, your thoughts. Thank you. Thank you so much. I keep referring back to like previous videos because in my head, like I said, I'm a growing business. So when I create this content, it's just it takes a certain trajectory as I'm growing, things I'm doing, or if I've said something in the previous video, it's like a continuation. And so in one of those videos, I talk about steps to starting a scarf business. And one of the things I mentioned is having a basic business plan. And I also talked about just going on Pinterest and getting a template and working with that template. So, however, once you start growing in business, you need a detailed business plan. And with that, you can get someone on Fiverr to help you with your detailed business plan. So today we'll be going on Pinterest to look for a basic business plan we can work with. So I'm trying to take a screen recording of my phone. Yes, so let's go on Pinterest. I'm going to share my screen somewhere. So here's my screen right now, and let's go and search for business plan template. Yeah, so I'll just go with the first one that just popped up. Yes, so this is a one-page business plan. So I'll be looking at this business plan. I'll put it somewhere on the screen. I don't know who created this business plan, but I'll look for the creator and also acknowledge their work. So let's walk through and create our business plan, our basic one-page business plan for our scarf business. So this business plan is not necessarily for a scarf business, and see how we can use it for our scarf business. So let's get to it. So the first thing on this business plan is startup owners, focus your resources with high level summary, yada, yada, yada. So it says, describe your consideration. And then the next thing it says, mission. What is your why? So in each of the bullet points, it has, I'm sure you're seeing it on the side now, it has sub points that you have to solve. And at the end of the day, when you finish solving all of this, you realize that you have your basic business plan for your own business, your scarf business, to be precise. Now, the first thing it says for the mission and what is your why is, who do you serve? Who do you serve? You know, I have said this a countless time. One of the first things you do for your business is not a supplier. I don't know why I keep saying that, because even up until yesterday, I still got someone asking for supplier. It is not supplier. She says she's the first time. She hasn't even done a business before and she need a supplier. What you need is not a supplier, but let's get to it. So it's asking, who do you serve? So here we want to know our ideal target audience. Say our ideal target audience for this business plan is the Christian women community. For the sake of this video and tutorial, so let's say your target audience are Christian women community. Those are your primary target audience between the age of 35 or 38 to 55 or to 60. Those are the women with the money. You want to target those women. And the next thing is how. How do you want to serve your primary target audience? You want to serve them with scarf head wraps, right? So the next thing is, what makes you different? Now, what makes your kind of scarf different from what they'll get from the market? So it can be your texture, it can be your unique and versatile design, it can be your handmade, whatever. So here in this part, what makes you different, you state it. The next thing is, what is the highest vision for your business? What is the highest vision for your business? So here it can be something like, let's say, for example, you live in Ghana, you live in Accra, you live in a particular place, let's say Adenta in Accra, and you want to say the highest vision for your business can be, let's say, in each church in Adenta, for each of these women in this church to own at least three of your pieces, right? Because it's actually huge. Imagine the kind of hard work you do for them to get there, for you to get there, but that's not what you're talking about. So let's say that's the highest vision of your business. You want each of these women in Accra to own two of your head wraps or two of your classy pieces, right? Now, the next thing is, what is your highest vision for yourself? Now, what is your highest vision for yourself? For some people, it is having a PhD degree. For some people, it's a whole lot. So, what is your own highest vision for yourself? But you have to tie it to the business as well. Now, the next thing on this plan is business goals. How will you achieve your mission, right? Now we've talked about mission, but now how do you intend to achieve your mission? Now the first thing it says again is specific measurable goals. Like you want to list down goals that are specific. How do you want to achieve them? So let's say you're just starting out, right? A specific measurable goal can be having 500 followers in the first year of your business on social media. That can be a very specific measurable goal, because you can, let's say, if you create 10 reels, for example, you get 10 followers. It means if you create a certain amount of reels, you might get an X amount of followers. So let's say a measurable goal for you is getting 500 followers, or maybe having a walk-in shop, or like it has to be a measurable goal that is related to the business. The second on this thing is, how will you lead with your strength? So let me come in a little bit with myself. So for me, because I already kind of I'm like an expert in social media for business. I know how to create content. I know how to talk to the camera. So all of these things is also strength for my business, because I'm also using them in my business when I create content, when I run ads for my business, when I do my marketing plan, when I do my marketing strategy for my business. All of my strengths come to play. So for you, it might not necessarily be. For you, you might even be an accountant. You might be whatever we all have strengths. We all have strengths. So you have to see how you can tie your strength to your business. The next thing it says is, how will you reach your dream client? How do you intend to reach them? Is it via social media? Is it by going to their office? Is it by Google Ads? How do you intend to reach your dream client? You write it there. How fast do you plan to grow this year? How fast do you plan to grow this year? So this can be in terms of sales, it can be in terms of followership, like I said. So you have to put it out. Now, okay, I'm a Christian, I'm a born again Christian, and faith works. But when it comes to multiplication of your numbers, you have to put in the actual work. You understand what I'm saying? So now this is not the time for you to say, "Oh, I want to, I want to grow to 50 million followers this year," and I'm saying it with faith. It's good, but how do you intend to put in the work? You need to have that at the back of your mind. Yes. So I would advise you to put in something that is very, very, very achievable, that is measurable. So, how fast do you intend to grow this year? It might be growing up to 50 customer base. Like you want to make sure that you have 50 returning customers, 20 returning customers. That's quite huge, right? So the next thing is, how can it help you internally and externally, like resources? Now, for this one, you might have maybe a cousin that just finished with uni and the cousin is good with social media. You think of that person, okay, that's internal. External, you might be seeing, like, for example, maybe a business coach or someone you're looking up to, and you're thinking, okay, if I reach out to this person, what does this person charge? How do I intend to pay this person's fee? That is external. But for internal, it might even be your husband, it might be your child, whoever you have internally to help you. It might even be your sister, the person helps with logistics or packaging or whatever. But you have to list out who you think will help you internally and externally for the business. Now, the next part on this particular business plan is income and projection. I would not advise you to do this here for your basic business plan. Yes, because for scarf business, like I said, in this part of the world, we do not have like data already made, or the existing database that we can go to in the archives and use them or whatnot. So I'll advise you to hold on with this income projection. When you start, you know how the business goes, and then you can come back and do this. So let's move to cost projection. Here it says, will you hire a staff? That's the first thing. If you're starting out, you already know your strength, you know your weakness, you know where you're good at. Will you be hiring a staff? Now, in terms of staff, it might be a social media manager, it might be a content creator, it might be a UGC creator, it might be a photographer, it might be, so you have to impute all of those costs. If you want to get someone that will be helping you do product photo shoots, how much do you think you pay the person? If you're going to be getting a social media manager, how much are you going to be paying the person? So all of these things has to be factored in your basic business plan. The next thing, do you need to buy raw materials? Now you get, do you need to buy raw materials? So those of you that have been asking for suppliers list, you see that it is down here, down here. So do you need to buy raw materials? So raw materials in terms of, if you're producing the scarf, how do you intend to produce the scarf? If you're buying, how do you intend to buy the scarf? So that is where you put your raw material. That's what you're selling. Do you need to buy raw materials? Yes, you need to buy scarves. And the next is office supply. What will you need? I created a video last year as to basic thing you need in your home office. So now I would leave the video somewhere so you can go watch it. What are the office supplies you buy? You need a table, you need a fan, you need AC, you need lights. Remember, you're working within your budget. You need all of these things. Write it out. The next on this is web hosting. How, in that part of the world, nobody starts a business without a website. It's not like here where we rely on WhatsApp, Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, and all of that. So for your web hosting, you also have to put how much you're paying whoever is doing your website and all of that. You put it there. Marketing and accounting expertise. Do you know a lot about managing your account? See, if you get your finances wrong in your business will collapse. There's no two ways about it. Can you do your basic accounting yourself for a start? Or do you need to hire someone? You need to get your accounting right for your business. So you also have to put that out, know the costs, and put it there. The next is personal growth. How will you invest in yourself? You see, whatever, there was also one video I posted and I talked about how I'm taking care of myself, my physical health, my emotion, my mental health, everything. It affects your business. If you are sick, your business is going to be sick. It's going to be unwell, kind of, especially if you're still a growing business, if you're still moving from the foundation phase. If you have grown so big that something might happen and then the business still moves on, that's fine. But if you're still in the foundation and growing phase where your business needs you, you need to develop skill, like you need to keep developing yourself to help the business. The next thing is skills training. What training would you be needing? What training would you be needing? Would you be needing basic photography skill training? Will you be needing accounting training? Will you be needing HR training? Social media for business training? What training will you be needing to help the business? Write it out. Credentials. What credentials will you be needing as well? Do you think if you take Google Analytics training, will that help your business? You have to factor all of these things in your basic business plan. The next on this is networking events. Let's say, for example, you've been seeing a lot of networking events in Accra. If you're in Accra and you're thinking, oh my God, I really need to attend one of these networking events this year or two, you write it down. Most of these events are paid, right? You write it down, write the cost involved, because that's helping you help the business. The next on this is public speaking opportunities. Now, I do public speaking, right? I do that. So if you also want to go through that route, you start thinking, okay, by the time I do this public speaking, where can I do this? Where can I go and talk to people? Or your church, if you're a Christian, your church is the first place. Start taking up roles that will boost your confidence in public speaking. Start taking up roles in church to help your public speaking flow, if that's the word. So you write it here, public speaking opportunities. I will volunteer this and that in church. Yes. The next thing is saying is publish your expertise, media coverage. I think you should leave that. So for a basic business plan, you see how we just did our business plan in less than 15 minutes, right? So I'm going to leave this here. You can take a screenshot of it. I'll leave a picture of it here. Take your time and use it for your business plan. Having a business plan will really, really guide you. It will help you a whole lot. So if you're thinking like you're not making progress or you're falling off the wagon, you can just go back and be like, oh, I wrote this thing on the 21st of February 2025. I think I'm on track. Oh, I think I'm not on track. This was not what I wanted to do. Why did I go off track? Is it da 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 da? You get what I'm saying? So this is basic before you even start like this is basic research. Having a business plan is also part of research. It is basic. So when I say this, that the first thing you need is not a supplier. The first thing you need for a business is not to start producing. You need a plan. If you do not have a plan, you're planning to fail. Right. Yes, I got a question here on YouTube. I'd like to read that question out. Please pardon me. So this lady, she registered for the class I'll be holding in March. I'll leave a detail here. And she asked a question like, I already have registered for the class, but am I expected to have done a feasibility study of my country before I come, or I can come as I am and commence from there? Like, what quantity would you consider a good or small amount? Five. She was just asking this question. And it is so valid. When you join this class, I'm hosting just 20 women. So right now, right now, I don't know how many slots is left, but I'm hosting just 20 women. So I'm able to, like we're able to interact and talk one-on-one in the community. So I'm hosting just 20 women, and you can just come as you are. You don't necessarily need to have started your business. If you have started your business, fine, and you're looking to move forward, fine. But this class is going to be very detailed, right? The foundation. If you get the foundation wrong, the building is going to collapse, right? So this is your foundation for you to start your business. Come as you are. You're going to learn how to write your business plan. You're going to learn basic research. You're going to learn all of these things in different phases, right? In different stages. It's going to be 4 weeks long, 4 weekend rather. It's going to be 4 weekend long, and it's going to be impactful. I'm also looking forward to learning from your stories and your experience, while you also learn from my experience for the past 6 years running the scarf business. So I'm looking forward to hosting each and every one of you that will register. And yeah, so come as you are. But then again, if you do not want to attend this class, it is fine. You can do it on your own. I have created a lot of videos to help you hold your hands and excel. Yeah, so I think that about this video. I just have a good feeling about 2025, and I want to spread that feeling around. So yeah, thank you for watching this video. Do not forget to subscribe. Do not forget to share with friends, and definitely I'll see you in my next video. Bye guys.